Hi, and welcome to this module on giving and receiving feedback. Last year, a survey of over 2,000 graduates showed that 79% rated their training and development as the most important factor to consider when they're choosing which employers to work for and the careers that they want to pursue. The thing is, when it comes to training and development as a graduate inside a graduate development program, what we've found from working with hundreds of graduates all over Australia is that giving and receiving feedback is a really powerful key to their training and development experience. It's one of the most practical things a graduate can do and receive to make sure that they're on track with the goals that they set themselves. Giving and receiving feedback is the art of a smart graduate and an up-and-coming leader. It's really important as a graduate because, as I said, it allows you to develop yourself faster and influence other people easier. It's really important that we talk about this now because going forward in your graduate development experience or just in your career in general, you're going to receive a lot of feedback. You're also going to receive some words of advice, let's just say, that maybe isn't really feedback, and it's important to distinguish between the two. It's important that as a graduate and an upcoming leader, you can both receive feedback effectively in all of its various forms, but also give some feedback as well. You'll be in many situations where you might need to feed back to colleagues or other graduates who are coming up through the organisation after you. The skill of giving and receiving feedback will help set you apart as a graduate and, as I said, help you excel your training and development experience. So what is feedback? Feedback is information you can use to change your behaviours or actions for the better. Feedback is also information you give other people to help them change their behaviours or actions for the better. Feedback is not a passing comment from a colleague or a manager as an offhand comment when they're in a bad mood and haven't really thought about what they're saying. Let's face it, not every manager you come across, not every colleague you work with will be skilled in giving good feedback. So it's important to, one, develop the skill in receiving feedback effectively so you know what to do with the information when you get it, but also to understand that not all information you get given is feedback and needs to be treated seriously as such. In this module, we're going to cover a number of topics. They include reframing the feedback you receive to make it practical and effective for yourself. We're going to cover a tool called Aqua that you can use when receiving feedback to make sure that you get the right information in a way that you can actually then go and do something differently. We'll also be covering how to use questions and reflective listening to make sure that you understand where the person giving you feedback is coming from and you can understand the positive intention behind the information that they're giving you, be it good feedback or bad feedback. We'll also be covering how to prepare for a performance review. In 6 months' time or in 12 months' time, you're likely to have a performance review with a manager, as you probably already know. So what are some things that you can do to prepare for that performance review to give yourself the best shot? We'll also be looking at how to then give feedback effectively and a model that you can take away and practically use almost every day to help you do that better. Giving and receiving feedback is a huge help in your training and development experience, not just in your graduate program, but throughout your whole career. So let's get started.